we now start module 3 of chapter 3. The title of this module is Analytic Function 2. In our last module, we see that Cauchy-Riemann equations are the necessary conditions for differentiability of a function at a point z, but the condition is not sufficient. That means, if fz is differentiable at a point, then it satisfies Cauchy-Riemann equation at that point. But if f satisfies Cauchy-Riemann equation at any point, it does not mean that f is differentiable at that point. In this module, our main object is to find out the sufficient condition for differentiability. To make the CR equations as sufficient, it needs one more condition on partial derivatives. To prove the sufficiency of differentiability, we need a result from real analysis. The result is, let f of xy be a function of real variable x and y defined in a domain D, and assume that the partial derivative of f with respect to x and partial derivative of f with respect to y are continuous in that region. Suppose x y belongs to D and choose delta positive such that x plus h y plus k belongs to D with root over h square plus k square is less than delta. Then f of x plus h y plus k minus f of x y is equal to f x at the point x y into h plus f y at the point x y into k plus epsilon 1 h plus epsilon 2 k, where epsilon 1 and epsilon 2 tending to 0 as h and k tends to 0. Now we go to our slide. So let us go module 3. The title is Analytic Functions 2. So to make the Cauchy-Riemann equations as sufficient, an additional condition on partial derivatives is essential, and this is the condition of continuity. And we prove the result: a single valued continuous function w equal to f of z equal to u of x y plus I v of x y is differentiable in a domain D if the four partial derivatives u x, u y, v x, v y exist, are continuous and satisfy Cauchy-Riemann equations, that is u x equal to v y and u y equal to minus v x at every point of D. So we give the proof of the result. So we have to show that f dash z, that is equal to limit del z tending to 0 del w by del z exist at every point of D. Let z, which is equal to x plus I y, be any point of D. Since u x, u y, v x and v y exist and continuous at x y, then u of x y and v of x y are differentiable at the point x y. Therefore, we can write del u, that is equal to u x plus del x, y plus del y minus u of x y, and that is equal to u x into del x plus u y into del y plus epsilon 1 into del x plus epsilon 2 into del y, where epsilon 1 and epsilon 2 tends to 0 as del x and del y tends to 0 0, and also del v equal to v of x plus del x, y plus del y minus v of x y, that is equal to v x del x plus v y del y plus eta 1 into del x plus eta 2 into del y, where eta 1 and eta 2 both tending to 0 as the point del x del y tending to the point 0 0. Since u and v satisfy Cauchy-Riemann equations at the point x y, that is ux equal to vy and uy equal to minus vx, we obtain del w is equal to del u plus I del v, since w equal to u plus iv, and that is equal to, by simple calculation and by using Cauchy-Riemann equation, we get del w equal to ux into del x plus I del y plus vx into I del x minus del y plus epsilon 1 plus I eta 1 into del x plus epsilon 2 plus I eta 2 into del y. This is equation number 1. So, from this equation, since del z equal to del x plus I del y, we obtain by dividing both sides by del z that del w by del z, that is equal to ux plus I vx plus epsilon 1 plus I eta 1 into del x by del z plus epsilon 2 plus I eta 2 into del y by del z. This is number 2. Now, modulus epsilon 1 plus I eta 1 into del x by del z, which is obviously equal to modulus epsilon 1 plus I eta 1 into modulus del x by del z, and this is less or equal to modulus epsilon 1 plus modulus eta 1, and this tends to 0 as the point del x del y tending to the point 0 0, that is as del z tends to 0. Similarly, we can get modulus epsilon 2 plus I eta 2 into del y del z tending to 0 as del z tending to 0. Thus, taking limit as del z tending to 0, we obtain from equation number 2 limit del z tending to 0 del w by del z is equal to ux plus I into vx. Therefore, f dash z exists and is equal to ux plus I vx. Since z is any point in D, from this we conclude that fz is differentiable in D. This proves the result. So far, we have discussed the sufficient condition for analyticity of a complex valued function, and we see that if f equal to u plus iv and if ux, uy, vx, vy exist continuous and satisfy Cauchy-Riemann equations, then f is differentiable in that region. Also, we show that if f is analytic in a domain D and if f dash z equal to 0 for all point in D, then f must be constant. We also show that if f is analytic in a domain D and if one of modulus f, real f, imaginary f or argument f is constant in D, then f must be constant in D. Equivalently, we can say that if the range f of D lies in a circle or a vertical line or a horizontal line or a line with constant slope, then f must be constant. Also, assuming fz to be analytic in a domain, we verify the analyticity of the function conjugate fz, f of z conjugate and conjugate of f of z conjugate. We also provide some examples related to this module. Now we go to our slide. Now we give an example. Let f equal to u plus iv be analytic in a domain D, so that f is constant in D if f dash z is equivalent to 0 in D. So, since f equal to u plus iv is analytic in D, it is differentiable there and must satisfy the Cauchy-Riemann equations in D. Now, f dash z equal to 0, that implies ux plus I vx equal to 0. So, comparing real and imaginary part, we obtain both ux equal to 0 and vx equal to 0. Since u and v satisfy CR equation, so using CR equation we obtain uy equal to 0 and vy equal to 0. Thus, we get du, which is equal to ux into dx plus uy into dy, and that is equal to 0. So, after integrating we get u equal to constant. Similarly, we get dv equal to 0 and v is constant. So, therefore, fz, which is equal to u plus iv, is constant. So, now we prove a result. Let fz equal to u plus iv be analytic in a domain D and mod fz is equal to constant in D. Then fz is constant in D. So, given that mod fz is constant, so we assume that mod fz equal to c, where c is any constant. Then since fz equal to u plus iv, obviously mod fz equal to root over u square plus v square. So, this gives u square plus v square is equal to c square. Now, differentiating this relation with respect to x and y, we get respectively u into ux plus v into vx equal to 0, u uy plus v vy equal to 0. Now, using Cauchy-Riemann equations, that is ux equal to vy and uy equal to minus vx, we obtain from last relation minus u vx plus v ux equal to 0, which is number 5. Now, solving 3 and 5, we obtain u square plus v square into ux equal to 0. If u square plus v square equal to 0, then we obtain both u and v as 0, and in that case fz equal to u plus iv equal to 0, which is a constant function. If u square plus v square is not 0, then we obtain ux equal to 0. Similarly, solving 3 and 5, we can get vx equal to 0. Hence, we obtain ux equal to vx equal to uy equal to vy equal to 0. Thus, du which is equal to ux dx plus uy dy as 0, and after integrating we can get u as constant. Similarly, we obtain v equal to constant, and therefore, the function fz equal to u plus iv is constant. Now, another result, let f equal to u plus iv be analytic in a domain D. Then f is constant in D if argument fz is constant in D. So, proof, given that argument fz is constant. So, we assume that argument fz equal to C1, where C1 is a constant, and we know argument fz is equal to tan inverse V by u. So, tan inverse V by u equal to C1, this gives V equal to tan C1 into u. Now, assuming tan C1 equal to C, we get V equal to Cu. Now, differentiating this relation with respect to x and y separately, we can get Vx equal to Cux and Vy equal to Cuy, and this gives f dash z equal to ux plus I Vx, that is equal to 1 plus I C into ux. Also, f dash z equal to Vy minus I Uy, because given that f is analytic, so it satisfies Cauchy-Riemann equation. So, replacing ux equal to Vy and Vx by minus Uy, we get f dash z equal to Vy minus I Uy, and that is equal to Vy minus I by C Vy, and which is equal to 1 minus I by C into Vy, and since Vy equal to ux, we get this is equal to 1 minus I by C into ux. So, if ux is 0, then f dash z is 0, and which gives by your earlier result f is constant. Thus, we assume that ux not 0. Therefore, we get 1 plus I C equal to 1 minus I by C, and this gives C square equal to minus 1, that is C equal to plus minus I. So, if C equal to minus I, then we obtain Vx equal to minus I ux and Vy equal to minus I uy. Hence, f dash equal to 1 plus I into C into ux, that is equal to twice ux, and also f dash equal to Vy minus I uy, that is equal to minus 2 I uy, which is not possible, because once f dash is real and another time f dash is complex. So, this is not possible. Therefore, C not equal to minus I, hence C is equal to I, and we get f dash equal to 1 plus I C into ux, and this is equal to 0 because C is I. This shows that f is constant. So, we give another example, so that the function fz equal to xy plus iy is everywhere continuous, but is not analytic. So, let fz equal to u plus iv, then comparing we get u equal to xy and v equal to y. Since u and v are continuous everywhere, fz is continuous everywhere. Now, differentiating partially, we get del u del x equal to y, del u del y equal to x, del v del x equal to 0 and del v del y equal to 1. And we see that del u del x not equal to del v del y and del u del y is not equal to minus del v del x. That is, Cauchy-Riemann equations are not satisfied. Hence, fz is not an analytic function. Now, we give another example. If u equal to x minus 1 whole cube minus 3x into y square plus 3y square, then find v so that u plus iv is an analytic function of x plus iy. So, here u is x minus 1 whole cube minus 3x y square plus 3y square. So, differentiating partially with respect to x and with respect to y separately, we get del u del x is equal to 3 into x minus 1 square minus 3y square and del u del y equal to minus 6xy plus 6y. By Cauchy-Riemann equations, we have del v del x is equal to minus del u del y and which is equal to 6xy minus 6y. Integrating with respect to x, we get v equal to 3x square y minus 6xy plus function of y. This is number 6. So, this gives del v del y equal to 3x square minus 6x plus f dash y. Also, by Cauchy-Riemann equation, del v del y equal to del u del x, which is equal to 3 into x minus 1 and whole square minus 3y square. Therefore, we get 3x square minus 6x plus f dash y is equal to 3 into x minus 1 whole square minus 3y square. After simple calculation, we get f dash y is equal to 3 minus 3y square. So, integrating we get f of y equal to 3y minus y cube plus c, where c is any constant. So, substituting this value of f of y in number 6, we obtain our required function v as 3x square y minus 6xy plus 3y minus y cube plus c. So, we consider another example. Given that the function fz equal to uxy plus ivxy is analytic in a domain D, verify whether the functions conjugate fz, f of z conjugate of f of z conjugate are analytic or not in the domain D. So, given that the function fz equal to uxy plus ivxy is analytic in D, that means it satisfies Cauchy-Riemann equation, that is ux equal to vy and uy equal to minus vx holds for all points of D. Now, conjugate of fz is equal to uxy minus ivxy. This will be analytic if ux equal to minus v of y and uy equal to minus of minus vx, that is ux equal to minus vy and uy equal to vx. which is not the case. Therefore, conjugate fz is not analytic in D. Again, f of z conjugate, that is equal to u order pair x minus y plus I into v order pair x minus y. So, this function will be analytic if ux equal to v minus y and u minus y equal to minus vx, that is ux equal to minus vy and uy equal to vx, which is not the case. Hence, f of z conjugate is not analytic in that region D. Now, we consider conjugate of f of z conjugate. Obviously, conjugate of f of z conjugate, that is equal to u order pair x minus y minus I into v order pair x minus y. This function will be analytic in D if ux equal to minus v minus y and u minus y equal to minus vx. That is, we get ux equal to vy and uy equal to minus vx, which is the Cauchy-Riemann equations. Therefore, we conclude that the conjugate of f of z conjugate is analytic in D. We consider another example, so that the function fz equal to 1 by z to the power 4, where z is not 0, is differentiable in indicated domain, and find f dash z. So, here we consider the polar system. The given function is fz equal to 1 by z to the power 4. We replace z by r e to the power I theta. Then we get fz equal to r to the power minus 4 into cos 4 theta minus I sin 4 theta. So, obviously, real part u r theta equal to cos 4 theta by r to the power 4, and imaginary part v r theta is equal to minus sin 4 theta by r to the power 4. So, differentiating with respect to r and theta separately, we get u r equal to minus 4 cos 4 theta by r to the power 5, u theta equal to minus 4 sin 4 theta by r to the power 4, v r equal to 4 sin 4 theta by r to the power 5, and v theta equal to minus 4 cos 4 theta by r to the power 4. The first order partial derivatives of u and v, being rational continuous functions with non-vanishing denominators, are continuous. Also, the Cauchy-Riemann equations u r equal to 1 by r del v del theta and del v del r equal to minus 1 by r del u del theta are satisfied. This concludes that f dash z exists, and f dash z equal to e to the power minus I theta into u r plus I v r, and this equal to e to the power minus I theta into minus 4 cos 4 theta by r to the power 5 plus I 4 sin 4 theta by r to the power 5, and that is equal to minus 4 by r e to the power I theta to the power 5, and that is equal to minus 4 by z to the power 5. So, this gives the value of f dash z. At the end of this module, we came to know the sufficient condition for differentiability of a complex valued function. We also prove some results, and we prove that under what condition f will be constant in a region. some examples are also discussed. For more problems, please see the self assessment part. You also consult any reference book for more details. So, this ends module 3 of chapter 3.